I guess the one thing that bothers me in 2020 about stuff like this is that the fact that white people have a word that can cause a black person to become angry and potentially lose their temper. And I mean, technically, he could have called the police on him. That was assault. You've just tricked someone into assaulting you. Yes, officer, this guy just punched me. We were just rapping. Here's the video.
Right.
If the guy has priors, let's say the guy was on probation. Boom, you just violated. Right? If he decides to press charges, he could end up getting whatever. It's probably slight. It's probably a misdemeanor, but let's just say 30 days in jail. Like, your whole life could get messed up being away for 30 days. Like, the fact that there's a word that you could say to another human being that caused that person to emotionally react, I feel is just unfortunate in 2020.
Because again, let's talk about equality. What word do we have on the converse to call a white person that brings that much anger inside of them and has that much historical significance? There is no word. Cracker, honky, you know what I mean? Like, what?
I mean, you could say white supremacist. I think most white people who aren't really racist will get really offended at being called a white supremacist.
First of all, that sounds very proper. White supremacist. Like nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just 2 syllables. Cracker. You see what I'm saying? Like, cracker and nigga are not on the same par. Like, I don't feel like people, you might call a one white person a cracker and he's just like, all right. Like, you know what I mean? Cracker. You know,
I'm not bothered. Like you call me a cracker, I don't care.
You see what I'm saying? You're not going to feel that.
I simply do not care.
That's that seething, like, anger, especially if another black person calls you that. What's some other ones? That's what I'm saying. Cracker, honky, whitey, you know. Devil is one that white people don't like. Now, that is what they don't like.
Yeah, I think devil, being called a devil.
That's one that may be on par with nigga, but it still doesn't have the same sting, I feel. It still doesn't have the same sting.
I agree.
Yeah, we don't really have a word. Peckerwood. You see, that's some Cali shit right there, too. Like, first time I ever heard Peckerwood was out in Cali and shit. I'm like, I almost was like, what's a Peckerwood? Like, and it was like, well, that's what we call white people. And the old one was O'Fay. I don't even know what that means, kind of, but that was a name for white people, O'Fay. So yeah, y'all ain't even got a word that with that kind of vitriol attached to it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's some crazy shit in itself.